People throw shade upon the Germans because of history's pain. Like I said, with that certain hate symbol, that wasn't a hate symbol, then is again. And yet we make the same mistakes all again. Demonize a whole people, Jewish or Muslim, the same and the same. I brought this up previously. I said, okay, maybe I shouldn't say this because I'm giving them attention, but I think in the Money Game Part 2 video, I said, oh yeah, I'm Jewish and I make no secret of that. I guess maybe I did make a secret of that because I did get some people commenting some anti-Semitic sentiments. So maybe I shouldn't have said that for my own sake, but there is a turn to Nazism, and that's why it's so critical that we recognize the fact that it was even considered to take a classification of hate symbol away from the swastika. I think that is a critical turning point, even if it was reversed. The fact that that was even able to happen in the first place shows a distinct turn in politics as a whole. And not even politics, just how people think, how people approach the world, how people see the world, and how people see others, especially minority groups, like Jewish people, like Muslims. I listened to an NPR podcast about this, about how you can reframe the narrative as instead of Israel versus Palestine, it's peace versus anti-peace. And I think that's a much more fruitful way of looking at it, because you're trying to make it an ethnic conflict when it shouldn't be. And people who do make it an ethnic conflict are at fault, I believe, because that's the people who are committing genocide. And I don't think that necessarily means that all Jewish people agree with that, because I'm Jewish and I don't agree with that. And I think there's a distinct separation that needs to be made there. Yeah. I don't think I missed anything there. I sort of got carried away, but yeah.